Hi guys, it's the Covert Crow. My apologies for the delay, but it's finally time to look at the review of my Glycine Airman Worldtimer GMT. Before we get started, we'll have a wow moment there as far as what's on wrist at the moment. You'll be happy to know I'm wearing my Live P91 aviator chronograph. Just picked up this past weekend. I'm very happy with it, loving the timepiece and all the detail and attention to detail that Liv has put into the creation of this limited edition. But I can always do a review later on that. So getting back to, while we're on that topic of airman pieces, the Glycine Airman Automatic Worldtimer GMT. This is just quite simply a remarkable creation. And just as a little bit of a history for you, back in the 1950s, one of the sales representatives had the opportunity to fly on Thai Airways and interview one of the pilots. And as far as looking into what kind of specifications the pilots would be looking for in the creation of a watch. And in doing that, some very interesting information was learned and gathered, and they were looking for basically the ability to have multiple time zones tracked, as they are usually flying through Greenwich Mean Time. And hence, in that time, they decided to come up and create the Airman. And this particular model that I have here is the GL0055 on the white dial and gray accents and stainless steel. It's operated by a mechanical movement, the GL293, and it is the 44 millimeter. And I normally wear around 40 to 44 millimeters as my comfort zone, and this one has no problem fitting on the wrist and being quite comfortable. So right now I have it on my vintage James Bond NATO. However, it does come on this tan leather, and it is genuine leather, and it's soft, with the accented stitching on it as well. And the buckle and clasp has Glycine stamped on it, and it is quite attractive. So you have the ability to have it dressed down and be somewhat sporty. At the same time, you can switch out that strap and then have it be a more dress or formal style of timepiece that you could be wearing for a number of different occasions. As you can see, the dial is a soft cream in color, and the numerals are bright black, and I really like the syringe style hands. Now, as far as the complication goes, you can see we do have a date complication. We also have the 12-hour indices or markings, and they are loomed quite well. And then we also have an inner dial of a 24-hour marking, and then as well as a 24-hour marking around the actual stainless steel bezel, which appears a little bit gray, but it's like a brushed steel. And get a closer look for you there. As you can see, that second hand sweeping too. The movement does run at 28,800 vibrations per hour. So it is a nice, smooth, sweeping movement. The thickness of the case is 12 millimeters, which isn't too thick, and for this complication of a watch is reasonable. The lug width is 22 millimeters, and lug to lug is estimated to be about 52, 53. As you can see, the lugs are a little bit long, but it still fits quite comfortable on the wrist. It does have a lot of versatility when it comes to what you are able to wear this watch for. I would say that almost any occasion it would be quite suitable. It does have a 100-meter water resistance, so yes, you could be doing it or wearing it while you're out gardening and maybe even jumping into the pool. with some peace of mind that you wouldn't be interfering with the internal system. As you can see down below here, we have this locking crown for the bezel, and it's not like your normal ratcheting bezel. Rather, it is a locking bezel that allows for the smooth turning of that exterior bezel. And I currently do have the times set, so your regular 12-hour time would show at the moment 10:43, and then if you look at the GMT hand here, it's basically, that's 10:43 in New York, and it's 7:43 in California, and then the exterior bezel will represent the GMT time, so I know that it is going to be 5 hours ahead, in which case if you still track that GMT hand on the exterior bezel, it's showing 3:43 a.m. So it's quite remarkable that you have the ability on one timepiece to show 3 time zones, and I just love that complication in a watch. Now the Airman comes in a number of sizes, I believe 39, 42, 44 millimeter. As I mentioned, this is the 44 millimeter. It's very attractive. It does have the sapphire crystal, and it has a clear case back as well, and I'll take that NATO strap off so we can see. The back and that movement. Very nice. You can even see the design of the Glycine Airman on that rotor. Very attractive. Like I mentioned, it's one of my favorites. I do love the GMT complication, and this is not only is it a watch that has quite an history and a story behind it, but it's also one that is quite affordable and offers a lot of functionality, and quite simply could be worn on a number of different occasions. Let me just put that NATO. It's light and quite comfortable, and I've had several comments on it already, and I've owned it for about 3-4 months. So that's the Glycine Airman GMT Worldtimer. If you have any questions or comments you want to make, feel free to just comment down below. No problem. Like and subscribe and hit that bell, and believe me, there'll be more content coming. Thanks for your time. Everyone be well, be safe, and this is the Covert Crow, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one.